they'll be calling you a radical, real historic, important video here. So all the rivers are being emergency closed, from the Kenai Peninsula to the Crescent City. So of course the Columbia River's all emergency closed. The big news is the Chinook numbers on all the rivers up and down Alaska are, I mean, one of the major rivers had 138 for the year. The diluted down 10-year mean is 7,800. So the catastrophe, and look, why do I use the Columbia so dramatically? Because that's the marquee one that we get counts on. Of course, that's if you can believe the counts, which in Alaska you can't trust the counts. It's gotten so bad, they got sued in Alaska. Alaska got sued for lying on fish counts, salmon counts. Come out and admit it in the courtroom. Yeah, we lie. We lie all the time. And so, just like, you know, in sports, we're going to reopen the NBA. When the NBA comes right at you, Donahue goes to prison. They're telling you that in 2002, with Kobe Bryant on the floor, that they fixed the game. David Stearns admitted. Adam Silver admits they fixed the games. Where's your crown? So, you know, everybody's all caught up in, I don't know what is. I support all protesters, by the way, and I've been participating in our small little protests here in Ogden, and we've had some, you know, and it's all young, it's high school age, it's all kids, and oh, they're awake. Oh, do they get it? Do they know that this generation did what they did to them? So these numbers are that horrific. Now my tide pool work needs to happen. You know, I need to get on the freaking, I need to go. I should be leaving now, but I don't think people realize how much it costs to do the work that I mean, I hitchhike up and down, but, you know, I raise a 9-year-old now. Got to rent a car, drive up and down, got to stand, you know how the thievery of the tourism kind of, even now with nobody in there, you should see the price of hotel. So, thank you everybody who supported the historic work. The fat lady sang. So, the smoking gun of Fukushima. Real simple. You don't have to be. Of course, Kevin Blanche, probably the most important marine biologist, maybe ever. Dr. Ricketts Blanche. Kids, just stand up and look down at low tide. Stand up above at Pacific Point, at La Jolla, at Point Loma, at Lover's Point, you know, all these places, and get out your crayons. How much red, how much blue, how much green, you see. You don't see any on it. Returning Chinook salmon, they go to sea for 5 years. How about steelhead salmon? Steelhead salmon go 1 to 2 years. The Columbia River steelhead count from 477,000. What are we sitting right now? 8,000? Declined every single year. In science, mystified, baffled, stumped, perplexed, curious, alarmed, baffled, everyone they've used. That's not science, that's asymmetric science. They don't do any field work. That's the problem with academia. Academia is a fraud. Like all of America is a fraud. You know, the stock market is just that's so manipulated. You don't even know if there's any trading going on. It's all computer. You know, you've got how many people unemployed? They're just wiping out another generation. That's what imperialists do. They don't care. Give them more circus and cake. The NBA's a fucking circus. You know, it's a fucking joke. Where's your fucking crown? Your health is your wealth. I support all protesters. Every last single one of you. You know, these goody two-shoe fuckers can go along with this fairy tale. By the way, KSL is a terrorist organization. So is Fox News. Trump's a terrorist. You know, he promotes more hate than anybody. By the way, so is Obama. Obama, he needs to shut the fuck up. What about the cover-up of Fukushima? All these politicians. You keep listening to these fuckers. You keep licking the fucking media. I like alternative media. They're even worse. You know, they're even worse. You know. 10 Greenpeace, the Sierra Club, the greenwashers. Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? They're in violation of the Endangered Species Act now by Going on 6 years. Where's Greenpeace? Where's Sierra Club? Where's Friends of the Earth? Yeah, where are they? Where's the clowns? You got me. You got me with no money, you know, and thank you everybody who supported the story for it. Do the math. That GoFundMe page is how many years old? I mean, can you do math, kids? You know how much traveling I've done? I don't know how I've done it. By the way, open heart surgery. I was given too much to live right there in that room. Follow the 20, right there, looking out over all these houses I stuck up, all this work I did, you know, all this activism, fighting for my life. Couldn't have a bone marrow transplant. I was in the bone marrow transplant center for a long time. I was too sick. Sent me home to die. Walked the coast. Documented in the fast food. Your health is your wealth. What a freaking fight this has been. What a historic fight this has been, you know. Thank you. I mean, but this work's not over. You know, the Great Pacific Genocide, which has moved across the globe. First you hypothesize the knowledge, the new energy. They're going to lie, everybody's going to go along with it. And you want to talk about social inequality. Well, I stood right at Lafayette Park, right there where Trump held his Bible. I slept in that church that night before I gave that speech. Oh, the economy crashed. Economy already crashed. Our last line of defense is anonymous, but they circle the wagons. Your last line of defense is Kevin Blanch. My survival should show you. That's non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, AML. By the way, the scumbag Monsanto, I see they, lost another one, but that don't stop them. Trump's protecting his kinfolk. Why would Bayer buy Monsanto? Hitler's old company. If Trump hasn't proved to you he's a white nationalist, supremacist, I mean, this is the same thing. Hitler stood with his freaking Bible right there. He did the exact same thing. I mean, he's following the Google, and Fox News is, provide. Those are Google. So it's KSL. KSL is a terror. The Mormon Church should be more than ashamed of itself. The Mormon Church talk about a pyramid scheme. Joel Osteen died so I can be rich. Keep listening to them. You got me, and Google's gone after me and my view count. Take a break some. Thank you, everybody. But, we still do the work. Put it into the library, because that's all we have. That's all we have. Each other. By the way, what's on so bad? Some hard heads to come. Fight goes on. I'm not giving up. I won't give up. Fight to the death.